Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, When Tay Talk. I am Tay, and y'all, I am here for a review. This is a pre-record, y'all. Look at you, messy. A review of Divorced Sisters Season 1, Episode 6. Say hi, Cookie, because we got to get into some mess. Say what up, though, you moles. Cookie, why your hair sticking out like a little alfalfa? Child, I don't know what Cookie been up to, but we can't even deal with her. Cookie, mind your business, okay? Period. But y'all, let's get into this episode, okay? And I think after this, I've been trying to set my little camera thing up, okay, and get it all working. But I'm having some difficulties, okay? But so we gonna do the old faithful, and hopefully I got enough storage to save this motherfucker and upload it. Period. But anyway, back to the mess. So we are going to talk about Divorced Sisters, okay, y'all, because this episode was pretty damn good. And we are about to get into it. I'm going to do the episode that just came on because it's fresh on my memory. And I got a lot of I want to talk about with it, okay? And then we will get into it, and then we'll get into what do you call it? Then I'll try to do the pre-records for the 2 episodes that I missed. But this one right here, we need to talk about, okay? Because it's a lot of shake that's going on up in this stew, all up and through this. All right. So let me see how this gonna work. Okay, we'll do it like that, okay? So first things first, everything on the channel is alleged in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also click the bell notification so that you know each and every time your girl upload a video. Okay? I don't think I'll be having to say all the alleged stuff because it'd be the scripted show. But I digress. We gonna say alleged any damn way, okay? Just to cover ourselves. All right, and not minding that banner that's going around there too that say this everything alleged. All right, period. But y'all, so we know that on the last episode, when it went off, Rashida and her husband Franklin, with his fine ass, okay, were getting into it or having a heated discussion, as she called it. And this mofo phone was ringing, and it was Myron with his creepy ass. Question: do anybody know if the character Myron is related to what is his name with his fine ass? Last name is Gross. What's his first name? Y'all, is it Lance Gross? Y'all know the one that played on House of Pain and played in Temptation. Is it Lance Gross? Is Myron his brother? Because they look alike. Even though Lance Gross finding a motherfucker and Myron not so much, but I can see like similar features on them. Even when the way he talked. Like that's the only thing I don't like about Lance. Well, it's 2 things I don't like about Lance Gross. 1, he ain't tall enough, and 2, he don't have a man voice to me. You know, like his voice not deep enough for him to be that chocolatey and shiny and fine. Okay, but I digress. But Myron looked like they related, probably possibly brothers, and especially with Lance Gross been on a lot of Tyler Perry things, that might be his brother. I'm just thinking. Okay, but back to this mess. So it's Myron talking about some baby. Are you in the car yet? Are you in the car? Now, we know that Jefferson told his ass that he was going to call him when he got in the car. Mind you, this whole time, Jefferson ain't give a fuck where Rashida was at. But he talked to Myron first thing in the morning, in the AM. Okay. So when he said the baby, you in the car? Did you make it in the car? Did you make, you everything good? Rashida was like, motherfucker, I just said this to you. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. And he was like, Myron, what the hell you was calling? Myron like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry, Pastor. I thought I was calling my wife. So your wife and Pastor Jefferson told you they was about to get in the car and they was gonna call you when they got in the car, and then your motherfucking ass. I don't know, because that's what I was wondering. Like, why the fuck are you calling him when he told your motherfucking ass he would have called you when he got in the car? But since he acts so damn clingy to the pastor, I'm like, why would you call him? I hate that shit too. When you tell a motherfucker you gonna call them, they come calling you. Motherfucker, don't rush me. I told you I would call you. Don't come calling me before I call you. So that kind of confused me, and that's kind of almost too the reason why I believe them. And then so he was like, oh, I'm sorry, sounding all crazy and perverted. And then so Jefferson was like, motherfucker, my wife's sitting here looking at me sideways. She looking at you more than fucking sideways. She looking at you sideways, cricket, all around motherfucking ways fucked up. Cause she like, cause I asked you this shit. Okay? So Myra like, First Lady, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So she just run off in the house because she cannot with his ass out here romancing with Myron, okay? And instead of Jefferson running his ass behind her, because for one, I would have been running in that house to get a damn weapon, because I just asked you about this shit. And instead of you keeping the 100 with me, you played in my motherfucking face. And now this motherfucker is saying, calling you baby, and now he fake pretending like y'all ain't cool like that. Oh no, you about to tell me some shit, or Jefferson, or what is Myron is about to be doing more than having a doctor see you at that damn church. He ain't gonna make it to the church unless he coming there for your damn funeral, Jefferson. Okay? Because that's some shit right there. I don't even want to be with no man that I gotta even ask those kind of questions to. Okay? If I think something like that going on, then we I'm not talking to you no more. And if I'm married to you, we get a divorce, because I'm quite sure he was displaying those type of behaviors before y'all got married. But I digress, Rashida. Another reason why I think that it might have been some bullshit, because straight men, you don't even go, muscle up the shit to be asking them no bullshit like that, because things will get physical, okay? They don't play that shit. Not even a question of it. So if you asking them questions, it's some shit going on. And if they really like that, they better beat your ass, because they really is like that. Okay? So, I'm going in the house, getting some heat or something, and coming back outside and it's getting violent on my behalf. Okay? I'm just gonna have to go to jail because you fucking with my top. Okay? And I don't appreciate this shit, but I digress. Let's move on. So he like, I believe you. What the fuck is wrong with you, Jefferson? Your wife just ran all off and shit, and then all you got, I believe you. No, the fuck I don't. Like, what the fuck is your creepy ass doing? So he tell him that he gonna Um, See, he about to go to the hospital. He like, okay, I'll see you there. He like, no, the fuck you not. You don't listen to me. And again, why are you talking to this man like that, Jefferson? If he's such a damn pest, he shouldn't even be your little right hand man. So, and then he said he hit redial on his phone. Do we even got redial on our phones? Let me check. Oh, I know what redial is. Is when you just hit the call button again. Let me see. Okay, yeah, when you hit the call button again, that just went to the last person that called me. So he whatever. But ain't the name on the motherfucker? Myron. I believe you was trying Pastor Jefferson and got caught up in your shit. I don't think Pastor Jefferson is thinking about him like that at all. But I think Myron is very much so thinking about him like that. And he might have been trying to test his ass to see how far he can go. But again, I don't think so. I think he just is obsessed with the pastor and have a crush on him. I don't think the pastor is interested in him like that. I want to pray not, okay? So Pastor and Myron tell him that he gonna have a the what you call that person, a doctor come to the church to see him and check him out. Myron, he been at that fucking house all damn night long with whatever burns he got that he fucking deserve, in my damn opinion. Presumably, he's been there with his wife and fucking children. If he needed medical attention, one of them would have handled it, not your motherfucking ass. He's not a baby. So he gets in the damn car, about to leave. Fuck Rashida thinking he gay. He runs into the house. I mean, he goes and, about to start the car up, but then he, decide to pray. And, he's saying how much he loved his wife and stuff like that to God and asking for a resolve. Jefferson, you have a funny way of acting like you love your wife. Okay? It's given suspect. So when he, finished praying or whatever, Tiffany calls. So he like, what's up? She like, where's Rashida at? Because I've been trying to call her and she's not answering the phone. So he was like, oh, she didn't tell you? She like, tell us what? And he like, never mind. We just, hadn't got into it. It was a tough night last night. She said, yeah, for every damn body. So he gonna ask her, how was Naomi? She said, you don't give a fuck about no damn Naomi. He said, I'm still a man of God. I can't tell you was a man of God. You want a man of God when you was at that damn hospital when, what's his name? Franklin ass was about to call your wife a batch. And you sat there like a batch. And then rock his shit and put him in one of them hospital beds next to his burnt back ass wife. Period. Okay? So, she was like, what happened last night or whatever? And he was like, she's upset with me because, I didn't open the door for her when she got out of the car. I mean, when I got out the car. When we got home last night, I didn't open the door. She said, say, what? Tell me you ain't say what I just think you said. She said, you didn't open the door. She said, it's over, Jefferson. I'm sorry to inform you. He said, what? She said, you hit a trigger, motherfucker, and it's over. He said, girl, trigger on what? Let me trigger my ass to this damn hospital, check on this burnt back batch, and whatever trigger that is, I ain't giving a damn. Because he at damn show be acting like he don't give a fuck. Okay? She said, go take your ass to that damn hospital and watch when you come back to that house and be moving trucks at that bitch. She said, do it and watch what happened. So he like, what do you mean? What's going on? What trigger? What's going on? So she's like, you know what? She like, I need her to tell you, but I'm telling you right now that she's probably in that house, like talking, looking in the mirror, like trying to talk herself out of leaving your sorry ass. He was like, what's going on? I need to know, because I know that she got some gripes about herself. And one is don't hang up the phone on her. And two, and Tiffany finished it for her, like, and do not fucking not open that damn door. And it was a reason I was feeling that shit, okay? Because when he walked out that car and didn't come around to her shit and walked in that house, I said to myself, so I'll sit in that bitch all motherfucking night. Okay. Now I see why. And I was right. And that's enough. Me and Rashida kind of like, except the little first lady shit. But hanging up the phone on me, baby. Even though I'll hang up the phone on a motherfucker in a minute, a New York minute, try with me. Hang up the motherfucking phone on me. And you ain't never, ever gotta worry about talking to me again, motherfucker. Because I will not call you again. Okay? If you don't ever call, and I might answer, but it's gonna be a while. But I'm not the one that you hang up on me and I call you back and do all that shit. Mm-mm. I don't know why that hurt me to my core when somebody hang up on me. But like I said, I do the motherfucking shit to people all the damn time, y'all. What up? Bye-bye. Goodbye. Did you hang up on me? Absolutely. Goodbye again. Okay? Now you know exactly. It's a habit. Don't call me fucking back. Okay? But yes. So she tells him that when they was in college, it was her boyfriend or whatever. They was making out. Her dad didn't know it. Why would he know? But the boyfriend, they making out, and then his friends came, and he locked her in the room, hold the door closed so she couldn't get out, while the friends took advantage of her, SA'd her. And then he held the door all night so she couldn't leave out the room. Tyler Perry, like, what the? That don't make fucking sense to me. Okay? So Tiffany says that she vowed from that moment on that she would never be with a man that didn't open the door for her. I am confusion, Tyler Perry. What the fuck does that have to do with any damn thing? For one, like that, I don't even know. Like, I don't understand why he even had that as what happened, because it don't make sense. For one, most colleges dorms are not co-ed, or she went to a frat party. And Tiffany, where was y'all asses at when she wasn't in that, coming out that motherfucking room? Or when you went to the room and the motherfucker that she went in at the fuck on was holding the door closed? Like, what? Y'all just left her at the party and went on because she was off with the boy? Like, I don't understand what happened. And through the whole night, nobody was like, why the fuck are you holding this door all fucking night? But maybe it was like the bedroom part of the frat house. So maybe nobody else came up there. I don't know. That shit just didn't make sense for why she felt this way. Like, I would see if he would have brought it to like, if that's said we was gonna do the boyfriend in college. Maybe he was abusive and he used to lock her in rooms all the time or wouldn't open a door for her or something like that. So, you know, he would hold her in the room and after he would AB her or something like that. And she, you know, was like, that didn't make sense to me. If it makes sense to y'all, put it in the comment section. Because that didn't symbolize like what it should have. I don't know. But he was like, oh my God. So he was like, okay, thank you. You know, because first he was like, when she started telling him about the story before, when she was just saying like, you know, we're in a frat brother, he was like, I don't want to hear anymore. And she was like, she was irate. What? Why would you just blurt that shit out? That's why I'm saying like the whole shit didn't make any fucking sense to me. Because it was like, she just blurted out being real insensitive, in my opinion. And when did it become your job, Tiffany, to give somebody's fucking trauma? You could have told him something happened to her in college very bad. And she was held in a room without somebody opening a door. And then, you know, then she met you and you opened every fucking door. So you need to get your ass in there if you want to say that damn marriage. So he goes in there and he's like, look at me, Rashida, look at me. And again, Tyler Perry with this repetitive shit. Like, these scenes were too long. We could have got a whole bunch of shit in this episode. So she like, what? What's going on? What? So he just poured his heart out to her and was telling her that the reason why he's been acting like this is because he's insecure. Fine motherfuckers be insecure too, I guess. So he was telling her that he was insecure, that he's insecure, especially when it comes to her, aka jealous of her. That by him being a man of God, he should know her favor ain't gonna be your favor. Okay? So he was telling her that, you know, people love on her. Like, she the reason why they even come to the damn church. Not because of his fine ass, but because of her. And he was like, he just want that new church so bad that he's, you know, real stressed out and everything, and still having envy toward her. And he want to make her feel as low as he feels around her. He feels invisible around her. That joke shit he did about, oh, well, she might need more than 5 minutes, but I only need 5 minutes. That shit wasn't that wasn't a joke. Like, he was trying to mock her to make her feel bad about being that one. Because when she get up there and get to talking, people listen and pay attention. And they don't want her to sit down. So he wanted to try to make her feel insecure like he do, so that she wouldn't get up there and talk to the people. She'll be like, I ain't gonna speak tonight, because he want people not to hear her, because he knows that when they hear her, they prefer to hear her over him. So he was trying to dim her light. He wanted to make her feel a way about going up there to talk, because if my husband is saying that I talk too much, maybe the people in the church feel like I talk too much and they want me to shut the hell up. So I just won't go up there, which will put the spotlight on him. And he can tell the people like, oh, well, you know, my wife don't want to talk no more. She don't want to preach no more. And then now everybody is loving him. And that ain't the case, because they still going to be craving what First Lady Rashida gives. Okay? So he was telling her how insecure he feels. He was like, even our book deals, like, yo, you got a better book deal than me. And he was getting tired. You know, he don't know how long he can do like the 3 services. I guess that was his excuse for why he just wanted to kiss Franklin's ass. Because he did tell Tiffany that Franklin was a different breed. Like he said it like he really can't stand Franklin. But I guess he wanted that money so he can get that donation from him, so he can get that church, so he can get back to focusing on her, or probably just simmering in his damn jealousy of her. Simmering. And shit like that or whatever. So he was telling her all of that stuff. And, you know, telling her how people adore her. And he got to work so hard for people to feel like that about him. Again, that's her niche. That's her favor. You're not going to have her favor because you're not her. Tap into what people like about you and expound upon that. Quit trying to compete with her. Shit. And that's people do that in life a lot. And like, you can't, like, people is not going to feel the same way about you that you, even like how he disrespected her at that church and all that type of stuff. Even still in that moment, still people still want to hear her speak. So you can't dim her light. So she was really like unbothered, because all the time that she had been trying to say this, ask him what the fuck is going on, he don't want to talk. He want to push it to the side. But now all of a sudden that he feels like she's gone through this trauma, now he ready to talk about, you know, how he's feeling, maybe because she can associate with him in some type of damn way. No, sir. We don't have shit to talk about now, because when I wanted to talk to your fine ass, you was on that bullshit and trying to make me feel like the bottom of the damn barrel. So now she's feeling away because she's ready to leave your ass, and now you want her to stay. Now you want her to stay because now you, not saying that he would, but now you have something that she had a traumatizing experience. Something that you now know that you can fucking trigger her into because of that experience. So now you have kind of like dirt or something on her. And now it feels like you want to tell her everything now because y'all on equal footing or whatever the case may be. No, sir, it's not. Because still all this time she had this trauma that she's been with you before she was even with you. And she still was shining brighter to you, in your damn opinion. Because she probably ain't even thinking about no shit like that. She just moving when God tell her to move. And it's that. So, she asked him about Myron. Is there something going on with him and Myron? He like, hell no. She like, are you attracted to him? He like, absolutely not. He said, I put on my damn kid's life. I swear on my kid's life, which I ain't know pastors do, but he did. He said, I'm not attracted to Myra or any other damn man. Period. And I'm offended that you even asking me this shit. So she like, okay, whatever. She did ask him like, why you want to be so vulnerable now? He like, no, I just, you know, I just feel like I was wrong. And he was apologizing and stuff like that. And I kind of felt bad for his pitiful ass. But, you know, they was talking, you know, because he was like, say something. And she was just like, okay. He was like, that's all you got to say. Yes, motherfucker. Because when I wanted to talk to you about this shit, you didn't want to talk about it. So now I'm getting ready to bounce. I'm still thinking. Even if I even want to be with a motherfucker that's clearly jealous of me. And then he telling her, it's me and you. Motherfucker, don't y'all got kids? Tyler Perry, did you forget that the couple had kids? Why you talking about some it's me and you? It ain't, it's us and the family. We have a family. I don't know. So he leaves. He said he gonna go to the hospital. She said, I don't want to go to that fucking hospital. He said, no, he said he was about to go or whatever. So he leaves, we think. And then she calls, I think she called Naomi. Naomi didn't answer. Naomi is getting busy. Okay. And she probably at that damn hospital. Because this is her second time having an interaction with Bolo. And we already know what Bolo working with. So she's probably at the hospital currently. Okay. So she called Geneva. Child, why the fuck is Geneva stalking? Stalking William and Maddie's mama at the school. So your ass got time to follow him to the motherfucking school. But you don't have time to bring your motherfucking ass to that school to make your presence known to where the other batches up there know that he's not a single father. Got it. Because when you were sitting at that house eating them strawberries and grapes, when he made you that breakfast, since you didn't want to eat the breakfast and you wasn't about to do shit else, because you still got your trifling ass in that damn dress from last night that you've been at the jail all fucking night in, simmering. You didn't even take a shower before you hopped your ass up there. Child, I cannot. But instead of telling him, oh, I'll go with you to drop Maddie off, to drop Anika off. You, okay, like, he just, because what did he think you was about to do? Clearly nothing. So, she goes following him. Then she following the yoga lady, the Maddie's mama. She see them interact at school. It looked innocent. And then she's following him. No, she followed him in the last episode. This one, she's following the Maddie's mother. The man at the school told you what the name of her yoga studio was. Why you just didn't look the shit up and go up there? Why is you following her up there like you can't just look up the address? But I digress. So she get her creepy ass up there. Wait, do we go back to Rashida and Jefferson? After she get off the phone with him, Rashida tells Geneva, get your ass to this damn church because I'm going to be up there shortly. And you need to get up there. We need to talk because you need to stop this shit. Stop following that damn lady and get your ass up to this church. Follow me up there. So they get off the phone. And then Jefferson bring his ass back in. And she like, I thought you was gone. He said I was, but I'm back now. I want us to start riding back to church together. I think he was eavesdropping on that conversation. And he says, I want us to start going back to riding to the church together. And she said, I'm not going to that fucking hospital. And he says, you don't have to. I'll drop you off at the church first. So he was just telling her, like, I want you to know how, you look the best looking woman in the church last night. You looked so nice. And she was like, what the fuck have you been doing? What you done, Franklin? I mean, Jefferson, because you don't even talk like that. So what's tea? What you done? What you got up your damn sleeve? What you got brewing? So he tells her, um, no, he just, want to make sure that she's not going to leave him. So she like, what make you think I'm going anywhere? Who you been talking to? He like, nobody. She like, then why? He said, well, just tell me you going to be here when I come back. She said, I'm going to be here. But who you been talking to? He said, I ain't talked to nobody last night. She said, then who the fuck did you talk to today? Because I want to know where you get this from now. She said, she said, was it Tiffany, Geneva, Bridget? He said, no, because only person that know is Tiffany and Geneva. So it had to be one of them. And she said, wait, and Geneva was in her bag. So he said, what bag is she in? She said, mind your motherfucking business. Get back to who the fuck told you this shit. Tiffany. So he just confessed, like, I told her I wouldn't tell you, because she was like, I'm about to call her. He said, no, please don't. She told me not to tell. She told me what happened about the frat party. And so she, get emotional. It's like, I wish she wouldn't have done that. And he was like, I'm glad she did, because now he understands a lot of things, all this shit. Again, like I said, sometimes want to have shit so they can throw back in your damn face later on. Because I'm not thinking that he's no man of God the way he was acting in these first 5 episodes. And was about to do in this episode. But I digress. So they talk about that or whatever. And, he still apologized to her. And that's what he was telling her. It's us two. Like, I got you. Like, I got you. And, she did an exhaling moment when they hugged and shit like that. And she trotted her ass on up to the thing. Because I don't understand, too, maybe he was holding the romance from her because he was jealous of her. And maybe he wasn't turned on because he was jealous of her. But now he feel like, he has something where he can kind of like protect her or something, like he can be her savior from. Now he's back attracted to her. Now she's a damsel in distress. And that's what she was telling him. Like, no, you looking at me as a victim and I'm not the victim. Like, I don't want you to feel sorry for me or feel pity for me. And he was like, no, that's not it. And like I said, like, I hope that's not it. But it is given like, now you can be her savior. Now she's smaller than you. Because that ain't happened to you. As a big bad man. Now you got something that you can, I can't put it into words kind of, but it's something about like now him knowing that information makes her weak to him. And not this ferocious woman that can get up and say 3 words and have everybody's attention in the room. So I don't know. It's something about that. I hope it's not Jefferson, but it's something about this to me. So after, they leave out or whatever. So Geneva asks, is at this lady's studio. So she goes in like, hey, how are you? She's like, I'm finding yourself. She's like, well, you're such a pretty lady. The lady's like, thank you. I thought I looked a mess because I just had a yoga class wrap up. Lady, if you don't call motherfucking 911, because that shit was so fucking creepy to me, I would have called 911. What the fuck do you want, ma'am? And then you got on this shaft damn jacket and shit with a child. If she would have had on any gloves, I would have just took off running. I would have hit her with that yoga mat and took off running because Geneva was giving creep vibes in this shit. So she says, well, somebody loves you with that big rock on your finger. So the lady was like, thank you. I'm sorry, who are you? The fuck do you want here? So she was like, oh, my daughter goes to school with Maddie. You're Maddie's mom, right? And she's like, yeah, I'm Maddie's mom. And she was like, yeah. So, you know my daughter, and she wants, and the lady's like, yeah, yeah. And she was like, and she wants to come up. I want to set up a play date with them, my husband too. And she's like, yeah. Without her even saying, I'm Anika's mom. Now, let's get to the get fucking down. Because I very much so think that William knows about this shit. I think that William knows about this shit. And furthermore, I think that William and Javon is setting Geneva up. Because we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's go back to it. Because when Geneva finally washed her ass and was coming out that damn house, she her phone was ringing and she ignored. And so Tiffany was right there. I was like, oh, now I know for sure you ignoring my call. The way I would have, she would have got amazed. Batch, don't walk up on me like that. I'm nervous. The fuck you, child? Tiffany, that was a dangerous move. Okay? So they started talking about her, and she was like, no, I'm just in a rush. You went into the motherfucking car, so you didn't have to hit ignore. You could have talked to her while you was hopping your ass into that motherfucking car. So Tiffany she was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Which, like that lady, the yoga lady, should have been saying that to your ass. But she was like, what are you doing here? And she was like, that she was there to show the house that's next door to them. And she was like, I didn't know that was your listing. And she was like, it's not, but the realtor that has the listing called me and said that, the potential buyer asked for me by name and wanted me to meet them here. So she was like, okay. And so she was like, what's tea? What the fuck is going on? So she was like, nothing. I just really busy. It was about to go to work. I have a case. I'm about to go. And then, child, what the fuck did fine ass Javon pull up? Hop out with roses. Geneva seen the motherfucking roses. She was like, I say Javon ain't shit, but I like him. I'm so confused about Javon and Tiffany because to me, he does act like he actually like her. And this is going back to why the fuck I think him and William is setting this shit up. Because he get out, he is the buyer. The potential, I guess, renter. Because it said for rent. Okay? And it's like 4 bedrooms, something like that. What the fuck you want all them bedrooms for? And you and your wife, you single. So he said that William had, I guess, told him about that house being open and on the market. So they going on through this. So she was like, what the fuck? Because at first I'm thinking like, Javon, you getting a little fucking creepy now. Because if you want to be with her, what you gonna do with William? Well, it ain't like his little ass can whoop Javon's ass or nothing like that, but he might surprise him in another way. But I'm like, this shit is strange to me. This shit is strange. So the realtor, she leaves or whatever. Geneva leaves and they about to go to the house. He gave her the roses and they, he telling her how he want to kiss her and shit like that. And she was like, well, I guess like so soon. And he was like, well, maybe after dinner tonight. Tiffany, I don't know what that response was because she was acting like she was ready to go in that empty ass house or tell Geneva, like, can you unlock your doors real quick? Me and Javon got to use the bathroom. Or maybe that's just my thinking because, okay, me and Javon would have been fucking up in that damn house, okay? Right there, past the kids, what you want to kiss? Baby, because baby, Javon fine as shit. And the voice, oh, child. So they do all this or whatever. And then the realtor come up and then they go up to the house. So back to Geneva ass in this damn yoga studio, and why I think William and fucking Javon fine ass is in cahoots to get Geneva ass because of this. Attention. William has been he's been, to me, he's been a creep as well. He doing too much. To not, he know what the fuck this bitch up to. He know what Geneva is up to. And he got Javon ass there because I think Javon probably mad that Geneva, chose William over him. And William can't be this motherfucking stupid. Okay? He got that Peace Star mustache that I don't like, and he's smiling too much. I don't like him, and I don't trust him. Him and Javon is in this shit together. Javon is bitter because she chose William. William is bitter because his wife, of course, was fucking on him. And what William didn't tell Javon is about that damn daughter. Okay? I don't know if William know that daughter is not his. It's just my opinion. But I kind of think that he do know. That's why he acting like he's so lovey-dovey with the little girl. And everybody knows it. Everybody at the school already, he's setting the stage. Everybody at the school already is in love with him. Him and Anika is the two. The daughter don't want to live without him. Everywhere she want him to brush her teeth. She want her daddy to feed her grapes. Like everything is daddy. Fuck mama. She don't even know Geneva. She probably called Geneva Gigi. Okay? Everybody at the school too. Don't nobody know Geneva at that school, but they know William. And I think he is with that yoga lady. I think he's fucking with that yoga lady. Geneva don't seem like she be at home no times any motherfucking way. So he probably could be living with the motherfucking lady and Geneva not know. Okay? So him and Javon. So you gonna tell Javon about this house next door? He's fucking with Geneva. He wants Javon to be able to bed her so that he can have something recent that she cheated on him. Because right now, he don't really have no proof of the affair, just probably what Javon told him that they messed around. But that wild card is that daughter. Because when Javon seen that daughter, he like, I know you fucking lying. And then she named the little girl, the name that him and her came up with that they was going to name their child with. But William don't know that. So now he's setting the stage for Javon to try to fuck Gigi again. He's also setting the stage for Javon to make her jealous even more by fucking with Tiffany. But I think Javon gonna really fall for Tiffany. And then he want Javon to fuck on her so he can have that proof, so he can divorce her, get every fucking thing. Don't have no repercussions or nothing like that because she cheated on him. And then he gonna be with that yoga lady. Just like Franklin. Mm-hmm. This is just my thoughts because that yoga lady said she knew that daughter and she knew her husband. But Geneva never said her motherfucking name. who her daughter was. So that lady knew them. She knew Geneva and who Geneva was. And again, at the school, they don't even fucking know Geneva. So we know Maddie mama don't know the motherfucking her ass. So Geneva is, kicking it with her or whatever, like a creep. And then she tell her that she was wanting to set up a play date or whatever the case may be. Still, I don't remember Geneva giving her name or her daughter's name. But I think she did tell her name was Geneva. They exchanged the phones. And she said, let's, get the information, exchange the phones. And to give each other the numbers instead of just hit your number. Here go my number. Call me. Boom. I got your number. Goodbye. And then she leave the phone there, press the phone on record, and walk out. Why was it a need for her to go out there and smoke that damn cigarette? I don't know. But she come back in and say, oh, I left my phone, and grab the phone and leave back out. And then she listened to the voice recording in the car. And the girl was saying, I just had the strangest encounter. We'll talk about it tonight. So she like, yeah, gotcha, bitch. Geneva is about to figure this shit out. Now, I know Geneva on that bullshit, especially when it comes to her friend. Because, bitch, I don't understand the reason why you won't even just tell the friend, like, man, I was fucking with him before. Like, you ain't even got to tell that you was fucking with him on William. Like, we had like a one night stand. I fucked with him. Like, you could tell her anything, but tell her that you fucked on him so she can leave this motherfucker alone because she's ready to fuck him. So she like, okay, so she gone on to the church. And so let's get to Bridget and the guy Calvin, I think his name is. So he see her at the church and he's like, yeah, where your little boyfriend at? Cause I'm the cops looking for him. She like, well, you gonna have him locked up? I'm sorry, what about happened? Girl, fuck him getting locked up. Here's an address where he can be located because he did say fuck you too in your own motherfucking house where he ain't paying now motherfucking bill. Ain't doing shit but running bills the fuck up. But the way I would have gave, that's guaranteed he ain't about to try to come back to your motherfucking house because they can't play the PlayStation in motherfucking jail. Okay. So she's like, I don't want him to be locked up. And what is he getting him locked up for? You came there. And I think maybe the boy did trying to jump first and punch him first. But you don't want laid there like a damn statue, but probably because he figured that if he beat his ass and by him supposed to be in this damn boxer, boxers usually their hands are like registered weapons, are illegal weapons. So if you get into a little tussle with a regular person, you liable to fuck them completely up. And now your hands are registered weapons. Okay. So that's probably why he ain't whoop his ass too bad. He ain't whoop his ass because I would have pushed him off me. Like, you ain't even had no defense. I wouldn't have let him whoop my ass like that. But I digress. And he just laying there crying. I was just like, Calvin, get your ass up and get the fuck on, okay? Because this is not how that was supposed to go. And then you come up into her damn face talking about some, you too good for him. If you don't get the fuck out of my face, because if that was a rendition of what you like to protect me, because when he said fuck you and fuck me, if you gave a fuck about me so tough, why you ain't whoop his ass then for real, for real? But maybe he want to get locked up, so I digress. Or maybe he getting him locked up for having that key to his safe. Maybe the money in the safe came up missing. I don't know. But I don't even know why he didn't even start employment. Why did he have a key to your safe? He quit on the first and last day. He shouldn't have had access to shit. He was still in training. Did he even have orientation? So then the pastor come up and he telling him he need to talk to him. And then here come Myron, creepy ass. I told him you were busy. How the fuck you know he busy? You wouldn't even know where the fuck he was at. And the pastor was like, I talked to him. Child. So they go off and talk. So Geneva get to the church and she going in there talking to First Lady Rashida. They tell Bridget to get her ass out of there and her damn little pixie cut. Get that shit out of here, okay? Because we got some business to talk to that you don't need to know about, okay? But she wanted to stay so bad, but they was like, no. So they're in there talking about William and the yoga lady. And Geneva was like, I'm convinced they're together. Like, they fucking with each other. And she told her about the thing. And she was like, Rashida was like, look, if you don't want to be with him, just say you want to be with Javon and quit making up this shit on him. But I don't think Geneva tripping about that. Geneva right. I know it might be an unpopular opinion, but Geneva know that motherfucking William is fucking on that damn lady with his slick ass. Okay? So she telling her that, and she was like, I just know it. And she was like, well, what you gonna do? And she was like, I want to catch his ass. And she was like, and what? And then what? And she was like, and then I'm gonna confront him. Never saying like you gonna leave him. If you ain't gonna leave him, what the fuck you want to catch him for? Shit. Fuck on Javon and let him fuck on that lady and y'all go on to Paris or wherever the fuck y'all plan on. Oh, I forgot. It's only been one damn day. Y'all know Tyler Perry have a whole season that be one day. So the trip ain't came up yet. So she going on with that. So she was like, why you keep asking me and then what? And then what? And then what? She's like, because I want to know what's the end game on this. Like, you bullshitting around, you wasting your fucking time. If you're not gonna leave him, then what the fuck you doing all this shit for? Like, if you just want to be with Javon, say that shit. And she was like, I don't. And she was like, are you fucking sure? She like, well, I don't know. I'm just so confused. She want to fuck on Javon. She don't want to be with him. She just want that thing. That demon, that devil, okay? Then she started talking about the Tiffany stuff. And she was like, he's a good guy. That cheated on his wife with you and you cheated on your husband with him. Rashida didn't say that part, but she was like, you mean the one that's playing on our friend top to make you jealous? Because when they talked in the car, she was like, she was like, he don't like her. He just trying to make me jealous, right? She was like, nah. Two things can be true at one time. He might be trying to make you jealous and he feeling the match, okay? Because that shit that looked like he was playing around last night with Tiffany. Geneva was hurt. So when they said that in the church, and she was like, you think he like her? Rashida was like, I'm gonna reserve my motherfucking damn opinions I'm gonna keep them to myself. Like, Rashida, you already crushed her shit by telling her that man was feeling Tiffany. And she was like, I mean, she cute. And I was like, what does that mean? She's more than cute. She's more than cute. Like, she's smart, all that shit. She's a good person, unlike yourself. Well, I ain't gonna say she no good person, but she's more than a pretty face. Or she's more than just cute. Because she looked damn fine with damn Javon ass. Okay. So they talking or whatever. And she was telling him, like, what we gonna do? She like, you plan on telling Tiffany that you done fucked on him? Like, what's going on? Like, why she talking about Javon not a good person for doing that shit? Geneva not either, Rashida. And I understand you not like passing judgment or whatever, because I wouldn't do that either. But I would tell her, you got this shit with our friend. You got to figure out what the fuck you gonna do. I don't give a fuck about what you doing with William and playing around with that. That's your marriage. That's your business. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But what you doing with our motherfucking friend, that's where my problem lies. And you need to tell her, or you need to whatever. So she was like, well, I ain't got you to do with this shit. You need to figure this shit out. Then she tried to change the subject to the book or whatever. And Geneva like, no, we need to talk about this shit because I'm confused, because if she fuck him, it's a done deal. She gonna be all up in love with him. Child. And since all the reason why Rashida was like shit, since she had just had her little piece. Other than that, Rashida probably was looking like, I'm intrigued. Now, how big is it? But my thing is, Geneva, is that all you thinking about? Just fuck the motherfucker and leave all this other shit alone. Quit making this shit complicated. Tell your fucking friend that you fucked him, you want to fuck him again, and he not for you because I'm fucking on him, and I'm about to start back fucking on him. I don't go fuck about this shit with William. William gonna be my fucking husband. And tell Javon, like, look, we can fuck around, but I'm not leaving my husband. So you might as well go marry some other bitch, because I'm telling Tiffany that me and you had something, so she'll know not to fuck with you. That's the best advice I could give her, because it seemed like she just want, I don't know. So, y'all, this is a trigger warning. So they had the exercise thing on the show. And when I tell you, this the type of shit that pisses me off with some guys playing with this type of shit. Even some women playing with this type of shit. People playing with this type of shit to manipulate people into relationships with them. And I am so happy that nobody in a relationship that I've been in a relationship has done this to me. Because when I tell you, let me just say, I don't want anybody to feel like that they're going to do that. But if you're using that thing, like that feeling or that, situation, exercise as a way to manipulate people. And I feel like when people do that in like relationships, sometime like that, sometimes it's not always manipulation. Sometimes it's a cry for help. But I feel like most of the time it's a manipulation tactic. And I feel like too, like sometimes I might be biased on this stance, but I feel like when women do it, usually it's a cry for help, because they just don't be talking about they're gonna do that. They usually be crying for, help, like they need help. Like they really fucked up in the head, because they don't really play with shit like that. They want help, because people that's gonna do that, they do it. They don't tell people. They might leave a note and you'll see them after. You'll see that note after, but they don't do all that other stuff. They just do it. And like I said, I hate that. It's unfortunate. But people that play around with that shit for manipulation is like, to me, like the bottom of the fucking barrel. And I feel like mostly it's men that do it. I might be, again, it might be a little biased, but just my experience. That's what I'll say. It's my experience that most of the time when men do that, it's, to manipulate you. For one, if you should be able to live, I don't want no man that can't live without me. That's number one. Because you were living before you met me. So you should be able to live without me. And again, like I said, I am so happy and fortunate that I've never had that type of situation or somebody do that to me or say that to me in a relationship like that, because like the way that we would be at your funeral come that Saturday, because I just don't feed into that type of manipulation. So if you can't be with me, and and this gotta be something, because I told y'all I don't break up with men. I let them break up with me so that they can get the fuck on about their damn business, and they feel that okay, I left her, so they have that with them. Okay, when I don't want to be with somebody, I don't break up with them, because men stalks you too fucking much. They don't want you to leave them alone. They want to feel like it was their decision. So when you make them feel like it's their decision, I just do shit so they like, fuck this bitch. So they can leave me. So when they leave you, then they have that like, oh, I left her. Good. Your motherfucking ass cannot come back. Okay. You left me, remember? So that's my way of thinking. It might be twisted, but that's my way of thinking, because I want them to have, because they don't leave you alone until they want to leave you alone, or they feel like they're leaving you alone. They don't be wanting to let you just leave them the fuck alone. Okay? So if we in a situation like that and I had to leave you alone, and you calling me telling me to take you back or you gonna do that, that means you done some gruesome ass shit to me. You done either put your hands on me, or you done something horrible to me. And in a case like that, I'll be at the funeral. I'm not gonna let you put that shit off on me. So Vaughn texts Bridget and tells her that if he can't be with her, he don't want to be alive. So he just about to end himself. And here her ass is in a damn stupor. But again, I can't imagine somebody telling you that and you like, oh my God. And you like, please don't do that. Don't do that. Like, please don't do that. So she's calling him hysterically. Rashida and Gigi come in there. And they like, what's going on? Like, they asking her to do something. She like, fuck that shit. Like, no. I'm doing, I can't. They like, what's going on? So she showed them the message, and Geneva, Rashida's like, oh my God, call him. Try to call him. Keep calling him. And she like, I am. And they like, do you think he would do that? She like, she don't know. How you with this motherfucker and you don't really know where his mind at, where he would even, like, you would be like, chances is he will. Or he just fucking with me. He just want me to get back in my damn house. So when she finally get him on the phone, I think they was in the pastor's office, and the guy Calvin was leaving out, which I'm surprised his slick ass ain't trying to stay the way he be stalking on Bridget. But he like, I'm just gonna, in myself, don't nobody want me. Vaughn, would you want you? If you was a woman, would you want you? Because what the fuck do you have going on? She got you a fucking job. She's got you living in her nice ass house. She's paying all the bills for you. And yet you want to lay up in her motherfucking house and want her to draw you bath motherfucking water after you ain't done shit all motherfucking day. Then you want to bring your ass and then tell her fuck her because she let the guy. Now she shouldn't have let that guy come in that room. But you want to tell her fuck her too? Fuck you. Like shit, who the fuck would want your ass? My daddy don't want me. And all of this shit was going on before that. You knew all that shit before then. So why the fuck would you fuck up your place to stay? Instead of getting your sorry ass out that fucking bed while you even talking about the shit that happened with Naomi and the husband and all that shit was all over the social media at the little church banquet. Motherfucker, since you call yourself being a content creator, you should have been online doing content about that shit because you was just at that event prior to the damn scolding of it all. So I don't know if I didn't give a fuck because I'm just like that or because the acting was so motherfucking terrible that it really didn't make me give a fuck. Like, it seriously did not make me give not one fuck. I was actually irritated. Even the synopsis of the episode, how they like the SSI debacle, like his, you know, it was so dismissive toward SSI. So I for one, I didn't appreciate how that was. I didn't appreciate how they even approached that shit. Like, it was just all over the place. And I'm already like not that type of person. Y'all know how emotional I get on certain shit. Like, I really get emotional over certain shit. But shit like that, like when a motherfucker is trying to manipulate somebody, especially into like being with them, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you 30 years old. Motherfucker, you ain't did shit in fucking life yet. She's presented you with all type of fucking opportunities. And you gonna try to put this weight on her motherfucking head? Not only do your mama probably not want your ass, no, she don't want you at your sorry ass at her motherfucking house because it seemed like she raised you to be sorry as fuck. That's what it is. She don't want you being there being sorry as fuck. The same with Bridget. But I digress. So Pastor Jeff jump in like he trying to talk to him. She got him on. She don't say, yeah, I don't want to talk to you. He like, look, please, dog. Like, he like, you got a wife, you got a car, you got a house. The fuck? You can have that shit too. He also works for what the fuck he has. So he goes through that. And then Pastor Jeff tell him about him growing up in foster care until he had to leave at, I think, like 18 or something like that. And he was just on his own trying to find his way. And I guess that's when he found God and then probably later on found Rashida. But like, he didn't want to hear none of that. He like, I don't have no place to go. That's because of your ass. You shouldn't be depending on Bridget either, any fucking way. He telling him like, you can go somewhere. We got places for you to go. We have places for you to go. But that Pastor Jeff, I thank him for that because he didn't say nothing about him going back to fucking Bridget house. He said, we got some church members have rooms at their houses that they let people stay in. He like, I don't want to go to no shelter. Motherfucker, you ain't got no fucking where to go. So you should be happy to go any motherfucking where. You ain't got the option to pick and fucking choose where the fuck you go when your broke ass ain't got no fucking job or shit else going on. You ain't even got no fucking car. Who car the fuck was he in? Then he tells Bridget bye, and I think he told her he love her. or he loved her. And she like, you don't love me no more? Fuck him not loving you. He don't love his damn self. And if you let him back in that motherfucking house, that's going to be a dangerous motherfucking situation. Because for one, you're going to feel like you're never going to let him leave. Even if you don't want to be with him no more, you're never going to put him out again because you don't want him to do this again or unalive his motherfucking self again. Number two, if he don't give a fuck about his long life, he damn sure not gonna give a fuck about yours. So it's gonna get some different way. Just like how he got violent with that fucking Calvin man. That's the same thing he might turn on your motherfucking ass. Cause he didn't give not one fuck. When he told you fuck you, he meant that shit. Then they hear the pow go off, and then the episode ended. They talked about the exercise stuff. So I guess Bridget might be going through the stuff about that. But like I said, he pissed me off more than I felt bad for him. I'm sorry. I am sorry. And that's just this situation with him that. Because I feel sorry for people that feel like they have to end their life, you know, because of whatever. Like nothing is worth your life. Things can always be fixed. But when they do that shit with this shit right here, I don't like it. And I don't feel no way about it. I don't like it. Because she's already given him enough. And look how he's trying to, no. I just don't like it. So that's what the episode went off at. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about this episode. I really thought this episode was pretty good. And this video is so long, but I digress. I'm gonna drop this out. Y'all like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share the video also with your family, friends, enemies, frenemies, whomever you would like. All right, look at y'all get a pre-record. All right, and let me finish trying to work on this camera so I can do some wig videos. Okay, all right. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Ew.
Hold on, 20.
Huh?
Hold on, 20. Hold on.
What'd you say?
I said, hold on, 20. Hold on, please.